the Ramayan, one of India's oldest and most revered epics, is the tale of Lord Rama, prince, a dutiful son, and a figure embodying dharma, or righteousness. Yet the story contains a chapter that has perplexed and disturbed generations: the banishment of Sita, Rama's beloved wife, after her rescue from the demon king Ravana. Why did Lord Rama, revered for his justice and compassion, choose to send Sita into exile? Was it an act of cold-heartedness, political necessity, or something more complex? To explore the untold truth behind this moment, we must step back into the world of the Ramayan itself, world shaped by duty, societal norms, and the burdens of leadership. After years of exile, battles, and suffering, Rama finally returned to Ayodhya with Sita by his side. Victorious and hailed as a hero, he reclaimed his throne, and the people rejoiced. For a brief moment, it seemed the clouds of hardship had parted. But beneath the celebrations, doubts were stirring. Word began to spread among the citizens. Sita, although rescued from Ravana, had spent months in the demon king's captivity. Whispers began to question her purity, and in the emerging public opinion, cracks appeared. Rama, the king, found himself torn between his love for Sita and his duty to his people, the very dharma he epitomized. In ancient Indian society, a ruler's conduct was not merely personal. The king was expected to be above reproach, reflecting the values and anxieties of his people. Ramayan makes clear that Rama's ultimate loyalty in his own mind was to his role as king. Sita herself was not silent in this ordeal. When first rescued, she proved her chastity by willingly entering the flames only, to emerge unscathed, accepted by the god Agni himself. Yet, inexplicably, even divine affirmation did not silence the doubts among the people. For Rama, this paradox was agonizing. The accusations against Sita, however unjust, threatened to undermine his legitimacy as a ruler. His kingdom, still recovering from years of war and upheaval, could ill afford a failed monarchy or civil discord. As the doubts grew louder, Rama was forced to choose: maintain his personal happiness and risk his public standing, or adhere to an ideal of kingship that demanded sacrifice not just of wealth or comfort, but of love itself. Historical interpretations suggest deeper social pressures at work: the position of women, the expectations of royalty, the importance of public opinion, all conspired to make Rama's dilemma excruciating. Rama's decision, however, was not as cold as it may first seem. In the Ramayan, he never once expresses doubt in Sita's character. He speaks instead of his inability to silence the people of Ayodhya. To him, the ideal of kingship where justice is not only done, but seen to be done demanded the harshest price. In a moment filled with sorrow, Rama summoned his loyal brother Lakshmana and quietly instructed him to escort Sita into the forest, away from the palace and the judging eyes of the city. Sita, pregnant and stunned, found herself in exile once more. This time not because of fate, but because of human frailty. Alone in the wilderness, Sita found shelter in the hermitage of sage Valmiki. There she gave birth to twins, Lava and Kusha. Despite her suffering, she raised them with courage and wisdom, away from the palace that had once been her home. Years passed, the kingdom moved forward. Yet the wound in Rama's heart never truly healed. When Sita and her sons finally reappeared in Ayodhya and Sita again proved her purity, she called upon the earth to embrace her, vanishing forever. This ultimate act sent a powerful message, not only about the injustice she endured, but about the capacity for inner strength and dignity in the face of societal judgment. So why did Rama banish Sita? The untold truth is not of a single moment's cruelty, but a tapestry woven from the strands of duty, public pressure, and the inexorable demands of kingship. Rama's decision reflected a time in which the king's imagined the stability of the realm depended on the perception of untainted virtue. He chose the path of the greater good, as he saw it, yet the cost was a deeply personal tragedy. Today, the exile of Sita echoes through the centuries as a challenge and a question. Is justice only about public image, or does it require true understanding and empathy? The Ramayan does not answer outright. Instead, it leaves us with a legacy: to question, to reflect, and to seek ever greater compassion in the choices we make. Far from an ending, the story of Sita's banishment is an invitation to revisit the past, not as distant myth, but as a living reminder of the struggles and moral dilemmas that define every age.